Good morning everyone. So today we will be learning about objectives of the Griha. So in the previous slide we have been studied about the Griha and what are the three primary rating system we are involving in the India. Okay, so we will be giving a quick review. So as all of us know, green building rating system, as I have already discussed in the previous slide, a rating system can be defined as a set of prerequisites and requirements that a project team must fulfill in order to receive certifications. What are the types of rating system? I have also discussed with you BREEAM, that is in United Kingdom, LEED, United States, Green Globes, Canada, Green Star, Australia, Griha, that is in India, BEAM, Hong Kong, EEWH, Taiwan, GBCS, South Korea, and SASB, that is in Japan. So these are the types of rating systems. And what are the green building rating system in India currently being used? There are three types. First is Griha, Green Rating for Integrated Habit Assessment, LEED, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. Next is BEE, Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So first we'll be reading about Griha. Already I have discussed Griha means it is a green rating for integrated habit assessment and it is mainly established in the India 2007. And Griha is developed by TERI, that is the Energy and Resource Institute for the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. This is the indigenous national rating system that is developed by ministry to cover the climatic variations, architectural practices, existing practices of the construction and attempting to revive the passive architecture. And Griha is a Sanskrit word that has come from abode. Griha promotes passive technique to reduce the energy cost while keeping the optimum thermal comfort inside the built environment. And Griha rating system takes into the account the provision of the National Building Code 2005 and the Energy Conservation Building Code 2007 that was announced by BEE and other IS code. So while constructing any building, so we have to follow the National Building Code 2005 and the Energy Conservation Building Code 2007. Next is objectives of the Griha. So what are the objectives of the Griha? To minimize a building's resource consumption, waste generation and overall ecological impact. Evaluates the environmental performance of a building holistically over its entire life cycle. I have also told you what are the entire life cycle of the building, thereby providing a definite standard for what constitutes a green building, reduce the energy consumption without sacrificing the comfort level, reduced destruction of natural areas, habitats and biodiversity, and reduced soil loss from erosion. Next is Griha is also focusing on the growing residential sector by providing simple, affordable and versatile approach to the citizens through their website, which is instrumental in creating awareness among the citizen as well as giving them an alternative viewpoint. So this is all about the objectives of the Griha. Next is Griha rating system. So you can see the images of this rating system here you can see. So Griha assess a building out of 34 criteria and it awards points on a scale of 100. To qualify the Griha certification, a project must achieve at least 50 points. Point system with differential weight, age and various criteria. You can see I have also described the star point. So as all of us know, Griha assess a building out of 34 criteria and it has points of 100. Out of 100 we have to score or the building have to qualify the Griha certification of at least 50 points. So here you can see the image here, 50 to 60 that is 1 star, 61 to 70 that is 2 star, 71 to 80 that is 3 star, 81 to 90 that is 4 star and 91 to 100 that is 5 star. You can see this image. Next we will be going to read about energy management. What do we mean by energy management? It is defined as the strategy of adjusting and optimizing optimizing energy using the system and procedures so as to reduce the energy requirements per unit of output while holding the constant or reducing the total cost of producing the output from the system. So this is known as energy management. So what are the objectives of the energy management? To achieve procurement organizations and maintain the optimum energy utilization throughout the system, to minimize the energy cost, waste without affecting the productions and quality, to minimize the environmental effects. Next, we'll be going to read about energy audit. As per the Indian Energy Conservation Act, that is 2001, the energy audit is defined as the verification, monitoring and analysis of use of energy, including the submission of the technical report containing the recommendations for improving the energy efficiency with cost-benefit analysis and an action plan to reduce the energy consumption. So, energy audit means to verify, monitor or analysis that building, including the technical report which contains the recommendations for improving any energy efficiency with cost benefit analysis and action plan to reduce the energy consumption. Next is, what are the types of energy audit? So there are three types. You can see preliminary energy audit, targeted energy audit and detailed energy audit. So what do you mean by preliminary energy audit? So preliminary energy audit uses existing or easily obtained data, establishes the energy consumption in the organizations, estimates the scope for saving, identifies the most likely areas for the attention, identifies immediate improvement, identifies the areas for more detailed study or measurement. So in the preliminary energy audit, we have to first see or we have to first view that land. That is, we have to see the existing data and establishes the energy consumption in that organizations and what are the most existing data or what we have to survey it. That area we have to mainly focus that area. Okay, and that area we have to detail that area. So this is about preliminary energy audit. Next is targeted energy audit. Targeted energy audit are mostly based upon the outcome of the preliminary audit result. They provide data and detailed analysis on specified targeted projects. As an example, an organization may target its lighting system or compressed air system with a view to bring about energy savings. So in the targeted energy audit, we have to first base upon the outcome of the preliminary energy audit, and mainly in the preliminary energy audit, we have provided the data and detailed analysis on that project. For example, we can say it as, in an organization may target its lighting system or that compressed air system with a view to bring about energy savings. So this is known as targeted energy audit. Next is detailed energy audit. So in the detailed energy audit, it evaluates all the systems and equipments which consume energy, and the audit comprises a detailed study on the energy savings and cost. So detailed energy audit carried out the three phases. First is pre-audit phase, audit phase and post-audit phase. And in the detailed energy audit, we have to gather all the informations, all the systems and all the equipments which we have to consume the energy, and the audit mainly comprises a detailed study on the energy savings and the costing. So detailed energy audit are carried out in three phases. First is pre-audit phase, audit phase and post-audit phase. So this is all about energy audit. Next, these are the assignment questions. What do you mean by green building? And write the full form of LEED, as I've already told you, TERI, GRIHA, IGBC. So these are the full form of all the full form. It may be asked in your question in your exam. Next is, what is energy audit and what are the types of energy audit. So these are all the assignment questions. If any doubt arises in this chapter, then you can ask me. Thank you.